Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your latest edition of More Nonsense from Chelsea Football Club. The PR is off the charts. Luis Campos, Luis Campos, what is it? Director of football who stands above Winston Lee and Lawrence Stewart, overlooking every department of the Blue Coast operation. Come off it, mate. Come off it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. Now, this news in regards to Luis Campos, it actually took place a couple of days ago. I didn't cover it because for me, it's got no legs. It absolutely has zero legs. So that's why I thought, you know what, I'm not going to run with it. I'm not going to report on it. And a lot of other Chelsea content makers didn't report on it either because, let's be honest, someone in the caliber of Luis Campos really is going to join all the Mickey Mouse situations that's taking place at Chelsea Football Club, is going to join Chelsea Football Club under the ownership of Igbali and Bowley. No one, no proper professional footballing minded people will join Chelsea Football Club and knowingly do what these owners want us to do. However, having said all of that, this news started to gain a little bit of momentum late last night UK time, where a lot of the Chelsea aggregators out there started aggregating this news, and hence I wanted to report on it today. However, again, Fabrizio Romano has landed the smackdown on this news. So look, we're going to go through exactly what has happened, and then we're going to go to what is the current status on this news right now. So first of all, where did this all start to culminate? Where did it all start to gather momentum? Well, it all started from Duncan Castle. Now, this guy, Duncan Castles, generally he doesn't get a lot of things right, but there are certain times he gets it spot on. So he's a bit of a hit and miss, but mostly miss. This guy produced this news, and as I said, a lot of the Chelsea aggregators out there started reporting on it late last night. So what did Duncan Castles had to say? Luis Campos open to PSG exit, talks with Chelsea ownership over head of football role, head of football. So, we've got Strasbourg, we've also got Chelsea. Basically, you're the guy who's the head of football for Blue Coat altogether. So you'll be overlooking Winston Lee and Lawrence Stewart. And in fact, you'd want more control of the football club and not have to go to the owners. And we're going to get to all of that. What does head of football role mean? Arteta asks him to succeed Edu at Arsenal. I think these are just other bits and bobs. Arteta is asking Luis Campos to come to Arsenal. 200 million offer to build Saudi World Cup team. PSG contract expires at the end of the season. So these are some of the reasons as to why Luis Campos could potentially want to leave PSG. And we're going to get to why he's not leaving. He's not leaving. Well, even if he is leaving, he's not coming to Chelsea Football Club. He may leave for one of those reasons. I mean, 200 million offer to build Saudi World Cup. That's unbelievable level of money, 200 million euros. He could potentially go to Saudi and build, the Saudi World Cup team, which is going to be sensational. So this news was circulating around. It was getting a lot of the fan base, large portion of the fan base. It was getting them all excited again. Forget about all the issues that we have right now. Forget about all the shenanigans that is taking place. Forget about all the nonsense that's happening at Chelsea Football Club. This news of Luis Campos potentially coming to Chelsea Football Club got a lot of the fan base very, very excited, very excited. And this is how fickle we are, ladies and gentlemen. We get excited about everything and anything, and we couldn't care less whether it can be true or not. Then, ladies and gentlemen, Blueco Extra. So that news obviously dropped from Duncan Castles. Blueco Extra is a X account that also aggregates all the Blueco news and seems to be one of those toxic positivity type of accounts. This is what Blueco Extra, this account had to say. In 2.5 seasons at PSG, Campos has overhauled the club. radically reducing the wage bill, changing the squad's age profile, discarding overpaid stars such as Neymar, Messi, and Sergio Ramos, creating a squad more suited to the demands of modern football. So no, these are all true talk. These are all true talk. And he further goes on to say, this is Paddy, but Blueco, this guy further on went on to say, if you go to his X account, that it fits our bill. It absolutely fits our project. When you see that, you look at all the stuff that we're trying to do. It ticks every box. But look, Luis Campos is a proper footballing mind. He's not going to come to Chelsea Football Club to follow the Mickey Mouse orders from the owners. Even though he has reduced the wage bill and he has done all of these things at PSG, he's recruited well because he's a smart individual. He's a very smart individual. And not to say that he's absolutely reduced the bill. They don't have a capping over there of 150,000. They don't necessarily have a capping in terms of age, and they don't go out there and buy every single 15, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old every other day. They're not doing that kind of nonsense over there. PSG, they have done it the smart way, balance. Marquinhos is still there. There is a lot of good professionals, talented, experienced professionals over there, mixed in with some really good, talented young players. It's a combination of both worlds. And that is how it's going to get run. He's going to come to Chelsea, and he's going to get that remit from our owners to only go for 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds, and wages can't exceed more than 150,000, and transfer fee can't exceed beyond a certain level. He ain't going to do that kind of stupidity. He's not that type of a person to come and do that level of stupidity at Chelsea Football Club. That's just my belief. Whether he ends up taking the Chelsea job or not down the track, who knows? But for me, it wouldn't be one bit exciting, one bit convincing for me if I was in Luis Campos' shoes. Now, this is what Paddy had to say. Once again, another account seems to know a little bit of the internal news. He also started talking about Luis Campos a couple of days ago, along with Blueco Extra. So it makes me think he definitely is someone who, not just a pretend in the know, but someone who kind of knows stuff. This is what he had to say. And this is off the back of Duncan Castle reporting the news late last night. Definitely, as Duncan Castles have said, Luis Campos and Chelsea are in talks, as said, needs lots to convince, outcome unsure on how ownership pitch in. Luis definitely don't need Iqbali involvement for every transfer. Current SDs should be reporting to him. He will have the final yes. Further goes on to say he likes the idea of Blueco, but he needs control on everything and not owners for every silly matter. It's not going to happen. He's asking for a lot. I mean, he's not asking for something that is extraordinary, but it's extraordinary for these owners that we have. Under this ownership, he's asking for too much. If it wasn't this ownership and a normal, proper football-minded ownership, then this is perfect. This is what you want the head of football to do. It's not going to happen. This in itself will tell you he's not going to get that, and Luis Campos to Chelsea Football Club will simply not happen. Do you guys remember? Our owners wanted Michael Edwards first. Do you guys remember that? Even Michael Edwards didn't accept to come and join Chelsea Football Club because he saw what the project is all about, and he said, nah, man, bin this. Absolutely bin this. And he went back to Liverpool, where he's got more control. And he doesn't have to get the yes from FSG all the time. He's got a lot of experienced players over there, experienced minds over there. We don't run the football club like that. We don't run. Luis Campos, forget it. We might have talked to him, and this is just PR, honestly. We might have talked to him, but I'm pretty certain, if I know our football club now, I'm pretty certain Luis Campos said, you know what? No thanks, Chelsea. No thanks. And now this is just PR to show that, oh, no. We didn't get rejected. We had a talk with him, but that's it. They don't want to show that Chelsea's getting rejected left, right, and center. Young players are also rejecting us. So I wouldn't be surprised. Someone like, who's that German manager? Nagelsmann. Someone like Nagelsmann rejected us as well. didn't like the shenanigans that we're up to. Luis Campos is known for identifying young talents and signing them for relatively low fees before selling them for significant profits. Rafael Leao, Nicolas Pepe, and the list goes on. Thomas Lamar, Fabinho, Anthony Martial, Bernardo Silva, Victor Osimhen, Gabriel, and Kylian Mbappe. We all know they got sold for exorbitant amount of money. But what? You're trying to promote this to the Chelsea fan base to say, well, we're going to be a feeder club. We don't want to be a feeder club. We're not Monaco. We're not Lille. We don't want to be a feeder club. But this is what our owners want us to be, a feeder club. They love the Brighton model. Iqbali openly said, I love the Brighton model. We're just trying to be Brighton 2.0. This is what Ben Jacobs said when initially the whole Luis Campos news broke about a couple of days ago. Ben Jacobs jumped in immediately and he said, understand links with Luis Campos and Chelsea are wide of the mark. Chelsea not currently looking for a CEO of football or to bring in Campos in any capacity. Chelsea value their current recruitment team, led by sporting directors who continue to work closely with Enzo Maresca. Cherish the moments. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are here for good. Winston Lee and Lawrence Stewart, cherish the moments, ladies and gentlemen. Cherish it. PSG are still working on Campos extending, although freelance, the terms of his PSG contract both now and if a renewal is agreed, prevent him from working with any Premier League clubs while contracted to the French champions. Well, there you go. There you go. This is simply not going to happen. And ladies and gentlemen, the final smackdown from Fabrizio Romano himself, literally about an hour ago. Chelsea are not planning to change their management structure, happy with the current directors and planning with them. See, people, when they say, oh, we need to get the sporting directors out, our owners are so happy with our sporting directors, more than you can believe. They're more happy with them than the fans. Our owners are more happy with the sporting directors than the Chelsea fans themselves. No negotiations taking place with other directors. I want to extend Luis Campos' contract, El Khalifi said about Campos' future despite Chelsea links. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Not for a second get fooled that we're actually going to get someone worthwhile, a footballing mind to come to this club. No footballing mind is coming here. When they smell what the Iqbali and Boli is cooking, yeah, they ain't coming here. This is a football club now for all the Mickey Mouse characters out there. Lawrence Stewart, Paul Winstonley, inexperience. That's what we look for. And we try and build them, try and develop them. And it's always forever going to be a project. Look at Arsenal. You know, they're carrying the project name for so long. For what? What have they shown for? What has Arteta done? Another season blundered. They love this. Our owners love this situation. They love how all of these clubs are operating, Arsenal and this, that, the other. They do jack all, but they love them. This, for them, winning is not the most important factor. It's about the money. It's about the money. And, you know, they're not going to derail away from their belief just to bring in someone like Luis Campos. No, they will not derail away from their primary objective. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. Do you think Chelsea can get someone like Luis Campos? Do you think it's a possibility? Let me know in the comment section. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya.